In this video, we are going to explore networks in Docker Compose and how containers within Compose files communicate with one another. Docker Compose automatically sets up a default network for all the services defined in your Compose file. Look at the code snippet. Here we have a Compose file defining three services: Web API and Database. All of these services will automatically be part of the same default network. This diagram illustrates how containers communicate within the default network. You have the Web and Application Programming Interface containers, and they're both part of the default network. This setup allows these containers to easily find and communicate with each other. Docker uses Internal Domain Name Service or DNS resolution. So each container in the default network is automatically assigned a hostname that matches its service name. This allows the containers to reach each other using their service names as host names, making communication straightforward. Containers can reach each other by using service names as host names. Here's an example, using Docker execute command to access the web container, and using the curl command to make a request to the API service on port 3000. Because of Docker's built-in DNS resolution, the web container can simply use API as the hostname to reach the API container. As the output shows, the web container successfully receives a response from the API container. You can create dedicated networks for better organization and isolation. Take a look at the code. We are defining two networks, front-end and back-end. The web service is then assigned to the front-end network. You can configure the driver, but the default is bridge. You can create different types of networks, but bridge is the most common. These custom networks can help you isolate your application components for security or organizational purposes. This slide illustrates a multi-network architecture. On the left, we have the front-end network containing the web container. On the right, we have the back-end network containing the database container. In the middle sits the API container. This container acts as a bridge between the front-end and back-end networks. This setup provides isolation between the web and database containers, while still allowing the API to communicate with both. You can expose container ports to the host machine for external access. This is done using the ports directive in your Docker Compose file. Here we have the Web and Application Programming Interface services, and both are publishing ports. The web service is publishing port 80 and 443. The Application Programming Interface service is publishing port 3000. This configuration allows you to access these services from your host machine or from external networks. Let's recap the key concepts. Services can communicate using service names. Custom networks provide isolation between services. Port mapping enables external access to containers, and there is automatic domain name service resolution between containers in the same network. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.